So, GTA YouTuber MrBoss for the Win got called out by Michael DeSantis' voice actor Ned Luke. This actually happened 2 days ago on an Instagram Live with Sean Fontino and Ned Luke, the voices of Franklin and Michael from Grand Theft Auto 5. And during the stream, YouTuber MrBoss for the Win was called out by Ned Luke, Michael's voice actor. And in case you missed that, I'm going to let just a short clip of this play real quick to kind of fill you in, and we're going to talk about that.
So anyway, that's it. What was this? They said that GTA 6 going to be made in Vice City. How do these people get all this information on what's going to be what? People, do you not understand? Do not believe anything that you see on the internet from, Bossman World or whatever his name is, or any of those guys. Don't listen to those guys. They have no inside information. They're just clickbait. And if you hear it from Rockstar, then you know. If you don't hear it from Rockstar, you don't know.
All right, so that was actually pretty comical. Now, it's no secret that MrBoss for the Win and myself have a sort of friendship and alliance on YouTube. And believe it or not, this goes way back to December 2012, before GTA 5 even came out. We weren't even talking about GTA 5 back then. He had like 15,000 subscribers. This was during the Black Ops 2 days, and I had I think like 5,000 subscribers, if that. So anyways, I met him in a Call of Duty lobby, and that's how we just met up. So I actually made a video in early 2018 exposing him, but it was actually just a joke explaining how we upload similar style content and that we are friends. That video got a lot of hate because people feed off of negativity. Nobody wants to hear positive stuff, and I made that video just kind of clearing the air. But yeah, just in the world and the internet, nobody wants to see positive things. That's why you watch the news. There's really never anything positive because who cares about good things, right? So he and I don't actually talk much at all. There's an occasional text every few months to check in like, hey, what's up, dude? But that's that. And speaking on my behalf, my life doesn't revolve around Grand Theft Auto, and just like any GTA YouTuber you watch or any sort of YouTuber, no matter what kind of content they upload, most of the time their lives don't revolve around like the stuff that their channel is based around. I generally only think of Grand Theft Auto when I'm in a video creating mode. I don't go and wake up in the morning and drive my truck around town and think, man, GTA this or that, So it's just not how my mind works, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people can relate to that. So that said, I am not making this video to defend MrBoss for the Win, aka a grown man, because one, that is just stupid, and as much as I hate the word cringe, that is cringy. I just know that somebody's going to say, you're making this because that's your friend and you're defending him. That's not the case. The reason I'm making this video is because a lot of y'all were asking for my opinion on this, so I figured I'd give it to you in a different manner than what you might expect. Not the typical, oh yeah, he sucks, I hate this guy. Because when there's a YouTuber that say I'm not fond of or a fan of, or I'm watching a video that I don't like, instead of complaining about it, I just click off of the video and go on about my day. And number 3, Ross also made a video addressing this. You can watch that. He uploaded it yesterday. It's like 9 minutes in his video. So really, I'm just making this to kind of give you guys my opinion since y'all wanted to really know it. And also, I try to spread as much positivity as possible. We live in a huge world. There's a lot of just love to be found and a lot of positivity to be spread. There's a lot of negativity going on. So here is my perspective on this. Does it mean it's right? No. Just like you have your own opinion that you think is right, it could be wrong to others. So really nobody's wrong or right here. So the GTA YouTube community is mainly comprised of kids. So me making this video is essentially like me talking to a brick wall. Aside from the kids, there are also adults who will openly admit that they are jealous of MrBoss for the Win and his success because people are only looking at it from a monetary standpoint. People see the money that's being made based on the views, and obviously that can cause jealousy. So because of that, maturity levels here are non-existent. It's also the internet, meaning that we're behind a screen. Nobody here is going to be mature. They're going to say things behind the screen that they probably wouldn't say in person. So I also want to make it clear that I am only discussing what Ned Luke had to say regarding Mr. Boss for the win and GTA 6 in this video. Not whether you think he clickbaits or whether you think I clickbait or anyone. It's 2020. Everything you see on the internet is clickbait. And to those who bring up the argument of, well, you're only uploading this video for views. Well, every video that's ever been uploaded in the history of videos has been uploaded for views. Nobody makes a video for nobody to watch it. You create something with the intention of getting views or somebody viewing it, whether it's one person or 10 million. So I could upload a video of a black screen titled "The Color Black," and it would get hate because black technically isn't a color, and everybody would say, this sucks, and this is clickbait. So for some also, this is a perspective that if you're not a YouTuber, you won't understand. For some, YouTube is a hobby. For others, YouTube is a full-time job and business. So no matter what you do, it's more than just making videos or recording gameplay and uploading a video. If it was easy, then everybody would do it and everybody would be super successful. Not saying that YouTube is super hard, but creating a channel and building an audience, it takes years. And that's why so many people end up giving up and not making it anywhere, because they stop before they could ever have a chance of going somewhere. So there is a little bit of luck involved, but anyways, that's a whole nother story for another day. So somehow Mr. Boss for the win has become the scapegoat for all GTA 6 leak and GTA 6 news videos. So it's become a popular thing not to watch his videos, but read the title, make an assumption of what you think the video is about, and then hate on it. And like I said before, we're only talking about the GTA 6 stuff here because in every single GTA 6 news video, he mentioned specifically to take this with a grain of salt, or that this is fake, or just don't believe this unless it comes from Rockstar Games. A prime example of that would be just a couple days ago, he made a video talking about the GTA 6 reveal countdown, a Twitch channel with a GTA 6 themed countdown going on that would end on April 1st, and he mentions how this is 100% fake. But because this looked so real, a lot of people were thinking that this might be real, and he made this video with this huge audience saying, hey, this isn't real. But because it's more popular to just hate on something before watching it, well, people are just assuming based on the title that he's trying to say, hey, this is real. At least that's my perspective on it. Obviously, you guys can see it every which way you want, but as a YouTuber myself, for one, I know when just watching a video like, oh, or you see a title like, man, I just know this is full of crap, because everything, for the most part, in 2020 on YouTube, and it has been for a few years, is not as it seems, and that's where you would get the term clickbait, obviously, because as I mentioned earlier on in the video, everything is clickbait. For one, because everybody wants people to view their stuff, and two, on YouTube at least, and clickbait isn't just restricted to the GTA community or YouTube, it's literally everywhere, whether you're on Instagram and there's those ads for those games that look really fun, or Facebook, just ads talking about, you won't believe what this celebrity did or that. It's the tabloids, pretty much. Like when you're at the store, and we can't even go to the stores anymore, I'm just kidding, but at the store, in the checkout aisle, those magazines talking about President Bill Clinton was abducted by aliens and stuff. It's tabloid type stuff just to get you to read it, watch it, and make it more enticing, when obviously a lot of times it's not as enticing as the title would suggest. So basically what I'm getting at, not only for myself, but Mr. Boss for the win, is essentially he's just reporting information found elsewhere on the internet, like a news anchor would, like Keemstar would, for instance, with Drama Alert. He's not making anything up. If you actually check his video descriptions, there is a source in every video to every place that he has developed his video ideas from, or the topics that he discusses. So he's not making this up. If anything, it would be somebody else. Me, for instance, when I talk about GTA 6 news and discussion, it's because I either seen it on Twitter, I seen it on Google, or I saw it on the GTA 6 Reddit. I don't really use the GTA forums at all, so I actually never go there unless it's for the GTA merchandising thread. But that aside, let's talk about what Ned Luke had to say in this short, like 20-second clip that I showed y'all at the the beginning of the video because I want to break that down. So the first thing he said was,
said that GTA 6 going to be made in Vice City. How do these people get all this information on what's going to be what?
So how do people get this information? Well, some people make it up. There's the obviously fake leaks that are just obviously fake that some people still believe because we're so desperate for Grand Theft Auto 6. So some people make up the leaks. Others use Rockstar's past to try to predict the future. There's actually a really cool thread on that on the GTA forums, analyzing the history of GTA 5 and GTA 5 leaks from 2009 to 2013, and using that history and knowledge to kind of predict what's going on with GTA 6. So, as far as how do people get this information, well, another thing is the October 2019 Expo, where Ned Luke, Stephen Ogg, and Sean Fontino were actually talking about to a bunch of GTA fans on stage the GTA 6 release date, CJ being in GTA 6, and so much more regarding GTA 6. Now, this was obviously fake, but because these guys work with Rockstar Games in the past, and fans are very desperate for GTA 6, about half the people online and then the GTA community wanted to believe this because we have these GTA 5 voice actors talking about Grand Theft Auto 6. But is that the case? No. Like I said, these guys were obviously joking, but how do people get information? Well, it would be an instance like this where people want to believe it's real because somebody who's not a part of the GTA community but heard, hey, Michael's voice actor was talking about CJ being in GTA 6. Well, they're going to believe that without any context, thus creating myself or Ross or anybody to make a video saying, hey, this isn't real, when obviously to some fans, this is obviously fake, but others, it's not.
Oh, hell yeah. I want to be in GTA 6, but
I don't think they're even making that, are they?
we can't tell y'all, but
We came here to announce GTA 6 being released in May of 2020. It'll be out this Christmas. In
I
time
thought
for
it was
Christmas.
October 1st.
GTA 6, December 2019.
Now, the next thing that Luke says is,
Do not believe anything that you see on the internet from Bossman World or whatever his name is, or any of those guys. Don't listen to those guys. They have no inside information. They're just clickbait.
and that's where things got comical. So he says, don't believe anything you see on the internet from Bossman, what. They don't have any inside information. They are just clickbait. So we've already discussed the clickbait, but also we state, myself or Ross, in like every video, that of course we don't have any inside information. We are just YouTubers who have built up a decent-sized following, and that's that. That doesn't make us any more credible than Michael or Ned Luke, Sean Fontino, and Stephen Ogg being on stage joking about the GTA 6 release date. And them being credible because they worked for Rockstar Games in the past, because they don't know anything, just like we don't know anything. Now, the last thing that Ned Luke says is,
And if you hear it from Rockstar, then you know. If you don't hear it from Rockstar, you don't know.
and that is 100% true. If you hear it from Rockstar Games, then you know. But if you don't hear it from Rockstar, well, you don't know. But while there are leaks that could be true that we've discussed in the past regarding GTA 6, and I do believe there are some, we won't know until Rockstar Games officially announces GTA 6. It'll be one of those after-the-fact type deals where we look back and we're like, hey, that leak was real, or hey, that leak was fake, or hey, that leak was kind of real, but some things were changed. So there are multiple leaks in the Grand Theft Auto, or in the history of Grand Theft Auto, that have turned out to be true. But again, it was one of those after-the-fact type deals. But also, there have been fake leaks, and fake leaks have been around forever. Since 2002 with GTA Vice City. One instance that I can actually bring up is a GTA 4 screenshot from 2006 that hit all of the forums, and it blew up online, and obviously it wasn't real. I'm not sure the source of this image, but back then people thought this was a GTA 4 screenshot, like a beta or an alpha screenshot. But also back in 2006, there wasn't a huge YouTube community. It was mainly based on like forums and threads, so it wouldn't spread as fast as this stuff going on in the world right now. That is the reason we can't leave our houses. So with that said, let's lastly talk about the leaks that are or were real. One of the first ones I could think of is of GTA 5 websites that came out in 2011. And back then, a couple websites leaked these domains that were registered for like Life Invader and a couple other sites. There was like 5 of them that actually 2 years and 7 months later we would find out were websites in Grand Theft Auto 5. So that was cool. That was one of those leaks at the time, and you can read the article. It says, hey, take this with a grain of salt. It may be real. It might not be. Obviously, that turned out to be real, and that was 2 years and 7 months before GTA 5 released. In 2014, there was an image leaked of what turned out to be a location in Red Dead Redemption 2. So this location from 2014, or this image, it was real, an actual in-game screenshot of Red Dead Redemption 2. In April 2016, the Red Dead Redemption 2 map leaked online, and we would find out that 6 months later, when RDR2 was announced, that this was real. And then there was Gunna and O'Day, the March 25th guy that we talked about all last month. He actually correctly predicted the 3rd Red Dead Redemption 2 trailer 1 month before its release. So throughout the entirety of the Grand Theft Auto series and the GTA community, there have been many leaks that have turned out to be real. Just back then, the YouTube community wasn't as prevalent. Like I said, it was mainly restricted to forums, so that was that. But it's 2020. Media is everywhere, obviously, just hence the reason the world's kind of on lockdown. But also, as far as stuff just spreading, you know, I've made videos before that certain media outlets have picked up on and twisted my words and made it sound crazy and unlike anything that I said in the video. And it generates hate, animosity, and so much more. So, with that said, that is my, I guess you could say, educated but uneducated opinion and perspective on Mr. Boss getting called out by Michael DeSanta's voice actor. It might not be what you wanted to hear because generally I'm not about hate or jealousy or anything like that. At the end of the day, I make YouTube videos about things that I find interesting, and I discuss them with you guys, just like I used to before I was a YouTuber with my friends, about video games I was excited for, or whatever. It really brings like a sense of happiness to me when doing that, especially when I get to talk to you guys, because I live alone, and we're all grown up now, or at least all of my friends. Everybody's living their lives, so we don't really get to sit around and talk about games like that anymore. But with YouTube, I'm able to do that with you guys. So anyways, hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. Maybe I gave you a better outlook on life, man, or as far as like the YouTube stuff goes. Just be positive. If you don't like something, just click away from it, because you leave that hate comment, and generally you probably forgot within 5 minutes that you left that hate comment. If not, quit wasting all your time and energy just hating on somebody because you don't like somebody's content online that's free to watch. Well, thank God nobody's forcing you to watch it. So anyways, I love you all. Consider subscribing. Maybe even give the video a thumbs up if you feel it's worthy of that. And y'all have a great rest of your day. See ya.